A city has to be more than just roads, buildings, steel, and glass. A great city has to be made by people of vision, trust, ethics, and courage. The builders of Houston 90 years ago had those qualities. They saw something in Houston, and that's remarkable because Houston at that time was just a big, small town.
Houston in 1909 was only 65,000 people. And who would have ever known, that it was going to become the energy capital of the world and just this phenomenal growth.
In 1923, a group of builders came together to organize the Houston chapter of the Associated General Contractors of America. These builders wanted to establish and maintain ethics in the public interest and professional standards. These founding firms, through the AGC, negotiated with emerging labor organizations in the area and promoted construction by contract at a time when day labor and force account construction work ruled the building trades. The partnership between AGC members, entrepreneurs, architects, and skilled trades began to transform Houston.
The Houston AGC chapter has been led by people who are the top people in their companies. So I think that has led to a general feeling of respect for others, instill the idea of integrity, that if you deal with an AGC contractor, you're going to get a first-class company to deal with. They're going to treat you right.
There's this camaraderie and mutual respect for contractors who belong to the AGC.
In 1927, the Gulf Building, now the Chase Bank Building, broke ground. It was completed in 1929 as the Great Depression spread across the nation. At 37 stories, it was the tallest structure west of the Mississippi, developed by Jesse Jones and built by the American Construction Company. Between 1936 and 1939, the San Jacinto Monument, the tallest obelisk in the United States, was constructed by an AGC founding firm, the W.S. Bellows Company. And in 1937, Fretz Construction Company built the Art Deco landmark River Oaks Shopping Center.
While much of the rest of the United States was struggling with the effects of the Great Depression, in Houston, architects, engineers, contractors could find jobs. And so it was a time of growth, not only in terms of new buildings, but also in terms of the expansion of all of the professions related to building because there was construction here. People find acceptance here and often enthusiastic acceptance, and it makes them, I think, very eager to do things in Houston.
If you work hard and you're good at what you do, you can be extremely successful. And we have seen people from all walks of life, all parts of the world, all family backgrounds, be enormously successful at all levels of the business. And that's the fun part. I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it.
Through the decades, the AGC continued to grow. Boom times saw the construction of Houston icons, Houston Astrodome, expansion of the Port of Houston, the Texas Medical Center, and the Galleria. The AGC organization helped to connect a direct line between the great founders of Houston's building industry and all of those who have come after them.
You know, the AGC, I think, has been the catalyst for the relationships that are developed in the construction industry. Certainly, we're unique in Houston, I think, from the standpoint that we have so many old-time family construction companies.
The Houston construction industry has weathered recent economic storms, as well as real storms. But the industry and the association still face important issues that need to be solved. The AGC continues to be a valuable resource to help address those issues as a united front.
For me, the AGC is about doing work as a group that you can't accomplish as an individual company.
I knew that the only way that we could be successful was to be a member of the Associated General Contractors in the Houston chapter. There is no place that you can get the education, the experience, the background and knowledge you know to manage a company better than through the AGC.
A key value of the AGC is industry representation when dealing with governments, local, state, and national. Another issue that is important to all AGC members is a safe workplace. Safety has always been a priority for the AGC.
I think the greatest legacy of our generation, the younger generation, is safety. We've gone from compliance to commitment, especially within the last 15 years, of really hammering home the importance of safety and coming home every day without being injured. I think that's going to be our generation's legacy.
AGC of Houston today has grown to represent the entire industry: general contractors, specialty crafts, material suppliers, and service providers, union and open shop. As the construction industry changes with the 21st century, the AGC is a place to share information about new technologies and more efficient ways of working.
The most exciting thing in the construction industry I've seen is the BIM, Building Information Modeling. It's more than pretty pictures and coordination. It dramatically affects how the construction goes in place.
Houston is a unique city, blessed with visionaries and risk takers. For almost a century, members of the Associated General Contractors of Houston have been instrumental in creating places where we work and live today. When you look at Houston, you see AGC. But what about the city tomorrow?
So as I look forward for the next 100 years, I want the AGC to continue to be run by contractors, by its board to be made up of contractors.
And it just speaks to the strength of what's happened as a really viable association that continues to this day, where we are competitors, but we are respectful competitors, we are friendly competitors, we respect each other's businesses, but we also know the value of working together to derive benefit for everybody. And I think that's the greatest value of AGC.